Hey, welcome to Methods by Mary. This is real workout for real people. This is my real house. These are my real clothes. Today we're going to do a little stretching sequence specifically to help with um, menstrual relief or any particularly stressful time. Today I was scheduled to run and then my cycle started about a few days early. That happens sometimes. I really felt it physically. I really felt it emotionally. So running just wasn't in the cards for me today. And although I did take some time to rest, I do need a little bit of movement just so I don't succumb fully to the blue. So let's go ahead and just get in our comfiest gear, get in some comfy socks. I like to turn up my lights a little bit when I'm feeling a little down, um, physically or mentally. So let's just go through some simple moves, a lot of breathing, a lot of opening our hips and just stretching to help us feel better. And it can actually help to alleviate some menstrual pain too, if we're feeling any of that. You can use this anytime you're feeling stressed. It's also the holidays right now where I am, so there's a little bit of holiday pressure. So use this anytime you need, but particularly when you feel just the extra pressure, the extra fatigue, the extra pain, um, feeling a little bit down around your period. Okay, so first thing we'll do is get your comfy mat, a really cushy mat. I have my Pop Flex mat that I got a couple years ago for Christmas, and I'm hoping I get some more Pop Flex stuff. So go check her out. She has really cool gear. And make sure you have a comfy pillow. Okay, we're going to use that a little bit. So come to your knees. Okay, we're just going to work on our breath. So I want you to take your hands, put them right around your rib cage. Okay, so that your thumb is hooking around the back. Okay. Okay, roll your shoulders up. Exhale them down your back. So your chest is nice and open. I want you to think about closing the abdominal walls together, like you're zipping them up, okay? Hands right here on your rib cage. And I want you to take a really deep breath in and try to fill your hands with your rib cage. And then exhale, try to close that rib cage with your hands. So think about smelling the nicest smelling flower in the world. And then completely emptying your body of air. And you're filling to expand your rib cage. And exhaling to contract your rib cage. Let's do it a couple more times. Once more. Good. Go ahead and inhale your arms way up. I'm going to interlace my fingers like this, and then I'm going to flip the palms up toward the ceiling, okay? And I'm going to stretch my arms way up. I'm going to look up, arching my back a little, but I'm going to try not to let my belly button spill totally. Just take some more deep breaths. This can also help with some mental fog. My brain is just not in it today. Let's go ahead and come more straight, and we're going to dip to the side. If you guys feel that when you're on your period, it's really normal. Or even when you're experiencing perimenopause and menopause, brain fog is a real thing. Like if you say something and then a second later, do I even know what I said? It's a real thing. Our minds and our bodies as women don't work at the same intensity, the same speed or power every week out of the month. They shift because hormones shift. That is absolutely real. All right, hands are behind the head. Let's just open those elbows wide. Look up again. If you can do nothing else in this video, just take deep breaths and be gracious with yourself. One more. Good. And release them down. Interlace the fingers behind your back and just kind of wiggle them out. Good. All right, you're going to pull those interlaced fingers away from your shoulders and really stretch your chest forward. Good. And now let's send those arms over, sending the hips back. Deep breaths. One more. And release your arms down. Notice how in this position you can feel the ribcage expanding through the back as you breathe. And then fully contracting. Let's reach our arms forward here. If it feels good, you can widen your knees, get a little deeper. Rest those forearms on the floor. If you want, you can grab your pillow and put your head on the pillow, or you can put it right here. If those cramps are intense. You can also grab an extra pillow or a stuffed animal for when we get on our back, just so you can kind of hug it. For now, just breathe. Good. Just showing up today is a real accomplishment, so be gracious with yourself. We're going to move the pillow out of the way, and you're going to reach your hands forward, and you're going to rock your body, kind of rounding your back. And then exhale, send your hips back again. Good, just gentle rocks. Good. Notice how my back is rounding as I go forward and straightening out again as I send it back. One more time like that. Good. Let's come forward, and then we're going to lower all the way down. From here, widen your feet and press up away from the floor. You can let your belly button spill here. Maybe this is not your range of motion. I'm hypermobile. I do this a lot. So maybe your range of motion is right here. That's 100% okay. Widening your feet helps, okay? This feels good to me. This might not feel good to you. Wherever you are, just hold it and breathe. And then after a couple of breaths, let's come down to our forearms, okay? And we're just gonna swing our face side to side. Really let your belly button relax here. Normally, we're really trying to keep our core engaged, the two sides of the abdominal wall together. Right now, please just let it relax. Oh, it's already doing so much work. All of the muscles in there right now. It just needs a little relief. Just take a couple more breaths here. One more. Good. And let's go ahead and press up on all fours. We're going to do a quick little thread the needle. Okay. Just get back in view here. So we're going to take our right arm up first. Okay. So my back is going to be pointing to you. All right. So I'm going to show you from the back, and then we'll switch sides. You'll see what it looks like from the front. So I want you to inhale up with your right arm, really stretching it up. And then exhale, we're going to weave that hand all the way underneath until that shoulder comes down. Oh, yeah. And then the left hand can kind of move forward. So yes, this is a shoulder stretch, but it kind of feels good on the hips too. The hips have to be up in the air. You're getting a nice release on the low back here, which always feels good when we're cramping. One more breath. Good. Draw that hand underneath your shoulder. Press up to unwind. Good. Reset your hands right underneath your shoulders and wag the tail a little bit. telling you, right? Okay, inhale way up with that left arm. Stretch it up. And then exhale, weave it all the way under. Oh, yeah. And the right arm goes forward. One more deep breath. Good. Draw that right hand underneath. Press up to unwind. And just waggle the tail. All right, let's get on our backs. That's enough work for today, I think, right? Grab your pillow. And what we want to make sure is that our shoulders are on the floor, not on the pillow, okay? The pillow is just there to be comfortable on our head and to fill in this space behind our neck, okay? Oh, it feels so good. Just lay here for a moment with your knees up in the air, your feet underneath. Try to spread your toes. Take some deep breaths. Maybe give yourself a little massage right down here at the hips. You deserve it. If you want to take like a little stuffy or one of those heated stuffies and just hold it right here while you breathe, go for it. But for now, let's just give ourselves a little massage right there. Try to release any tension around the eyes. I know we want to grimace. I definitely do. It doesn't help anything. Just every exhale, try to release. All right, let's go ahead and draw our right knee in. And we can let the left leg lengthen out, but do what feels comfortable here. If it feels good to have it kind of bent, maybe even out to the side, whatever feels good on your hips today, okay? I think I'm gonna put mine out to the side. That feels good. Just kind of leave the foot natural. We don't have to flex it. So compressing lightly here is going to help the blood course through when we release this leg. Okay? One more deep breath. Good. And bring that left leg back up. We'll put that right foot back down and we'll hug the left leg in. Good. Find something here that feels good with your right leg. Again, this feels good for me, but find whatever position is right for you. We're not pulling too tight. We're just breathing and offering gentle compression right here around those organs to encourage further blood flow when we release it. Always expanding the rib cage and contracting with every breath. Smell the flower. Blow out the candle. One more. Good. We're going to get a couple of more hip openers here. First one, now grab behind this right leg and just extend the leg up to the ceiling gently. You don't have to lock it out, but just gently, and let's circle that foot a few times in both directions. The last thing we want is any stiffness when we're already feeling fatigued and achy and stressed out. Good. And if you have a strap, you can use that here, or you can just use your hand. We're going to bring this leg out to the side. It doesn't have to be any particular distance. Maybe it's right here. Depends on if you have a strap or not. Just wherever feels good. We're just trying to open that inner thigh a little bit. One more. Good. Bring it up. And now with the other hand, hold on to your leg or the strap. Bring it across just lightly. I don't have to go very far before I feel the nice stretch right here. And again, when we're stretching, we never want to feel pain or strain, only a stretch. And when you feel that stretch, all you have to do is hold it and take about 3 deep breaths. And you'll be surprised at how much you get out of that stretch. You don't have to go max screaming, wincing in pain. Good. If you can just hold a stretch sensation for 3 breaths, you get a lot out of it. Good. Let's put that down. All right. Let's go ahead and put our hands behind the left leg. I've got a little sensitivity in this hamstring today. Gently extend it toward the ceiling. Again, not locked out. Let's just circle that ankle a few times. Show it some love. Right. Sometimes just giving yourself space to just fully feel whatever you're feeling physically, emotionally, mentally can be comforting. I am really, really lucky. I have really supportive family. My husband let me just cry on him for a while today. I was really lucky to have that. We watched a classic movie that felt good. And then, you know what? I was recouped enough. I needed to do a little something. Good. Excellent. Let's put that back down. Okay, just a couple more here. Let's put the right foot on the left knee. Now, a lot of us fall into this where we put the right ankle on the knee. Just the edge of the right foot is enough. And the right hand is just going to rest gently on that right thigh. We're not going to go deep into this stretch today. This right here is enough, okay? Maybe your knee only opens this much. That's okay. Just take deep breaths with the weight of that hand there. You might open up some more space. Just let it surrender. My youngest was asking me about cycles the other day. Good, let's switch. And she was asking, how do you handle that? When I get mine, how am I going to handle that? That was a tough question. You know, good. Because I said it can be inconvenient, but it's just part of the human experience. I didn't want to yet tell her any societal expectations, but I want her to be gracious with herself, and I never want her to be ashamed of it. This is a sign of how amazing our bodies are. The female body is so much more complex and different than the male body. It does amazing things. It has its own set of challenges. It's just a sign of its amazing power. So we want to be gracious. We want to show it love. On these weeks where it's a little harder, let's give it what it's asking for, which is some gentle love, right? Okay, draw your knees up, cross your ankles, and send or draw your knees toward your shoulders. Not that they're ever going to meet your shoulders, but the idea is to get them wide, okay? But your ankles are crossed to support, okay? And just rock side to side. Again, we're not necessarily supposed to be going at the same intensity, the same speed, the same power, the same happiness all throughout the month. Our body has natural physiological ebbs and flows that it is designed to go through. Now, severe pain, severe disruptions, those are things you might want to look into with your medical professional, but changes in energy levels, changes in power, cardiac output, those are normal, okay? And those are expected to happen, and we want to honor those changes because that's a sign of the amazing things that our bodies as women can do. And also, just for those of you who don't have uteruses, for those of you who don't have these same female hormones, you can still use these practices to calm down anytime you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or achy, or just to help settle down at night or to come down after an intense workout. Okay, yes, this is geared toward menstrual relief, but anybody can benefit. Okay, go ahead and let's drop those feet together. Just let the knees kind of fall out. Okay. You can raise our arms up overhead in a little rooftop shape. If that's too intense, you can bring them to a goal post or maybe just rest them on your abdomen. Take a couple of breaths here. One more. Good. We're going to do one more move to help stretch us out, okay? Plant your feet, arms kind of just naturally out to the side. Rock the knees side to side. This is going to stretch out your side, through the lower front, through the back. As we cramp, things want to tense up. This can help relieve some tension. Let's hold it over here. Take some more breaths. Inhale the knees up. Over to the side. Hold for 3 breaths. Inhale up. All right. You can stay here and just nap if you want. Grab a blanket. Have someone, your spouse, one of your kids, your pup, bring you a blanket and just lay here. Or if you want to get up, if you're feeling a little more energized, put your hands behind your knees and roll up 3 times or more if that feels good. You can redo this if you want. The most important thing today is to just take a little time to slow down, to breathe, lengthen your body, and to be gracious with yourself, okay? Everyone has these days, man, woman, everybody in between, young and old. I'm so happy that we were able to go through that today. This is something we can all use. I hope you have an excellent day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.